Kate did was great. That was our operator, one of our operators, Paul Edwards' debut as a director on this show.
Action!
What are you doing here?
Perfect. One last one. Good. I like the way you came onto her shoulder. That was...
You know, on a personal level, everyone was really rooting for him, and he got a really good script, and Evie's awesome as always.
I reached into some pretty dark places for that scene, into things that they still hurt. Like I had to find some really real wounds inside of myself to feel what I felt she needed to feel in that moment.
You're beautiful. Hey. Hey! Just gave you a compliment.
Yeah, I heard you.
You are beautiful.
And it's probably one of the few times in this entire 2 seasons that I really did that. I try not to draw from my own life when I'm dealing with Kate because I want to be careful to separate the two beasts. But that time I just went straight for the goods and pulled out some of my own emotional baggage.
So this is scene 8, episode 9. What we're doing here is we're setting off the light flashes in which eventually we're going to be blowing up this house here. So this is our plate, which we're going to do the light flashes, and then another day we're going to be shooting some flame elements, and we're going to be compositing them together, and the end result you'll see a exploding house here.
And blow. Pretty anticlimactic, huh?
Tallahassee, one way, please.
It's a pretty girl like you.
We'll find something.
So here we are in the bus station in Honolulu, Hawaii. It really is a post office, but in 30 seconds, you're in a bus station in Iowa.
I got her. U.S. Marshals. Kate Austin, you're under arrest for murder.
I didn't do anything.
Kate is such a great character, and we had teased so much about who she was and what she was about, and what, you know, she's actually done a number of things in her past that were pretty sketchy and illegal. So this was the origin story, and the horse was a really cool part of it because it was island magic in a sense, but it didn't really tie into other parts of the island mythology.
I'm Wendy Gooding, and this is Black Pearl. She had her debut yesterday, filming Lost. She's only 3.5. She's a Frisian horse mixed with saddlebred. They're called a Georgian Grande. She's bred for her temperament, her agility, and she loves people, which was very, very helpful being on a set, moving around a lot of equipment yesterday and people.
We had to shoot a horse, a black stallion, which we had to dye with, I think, like 108 cans of RIT dye or something. And we had to get it in the forest and in the jungle and make it do what we wanted to do. And there were a lot of challenges production-wise.
She proved to be very good. She didn't destroy anything. She actually had an affinity for the camera, putting her nose right in the lens.
They were trying to get this horse to be this stoic, sort of incredible, serene creature out in the middle of the jungle, but it was a friendly, happy-go-lucky little horse, and so whenever I would approach it, it would come trotting up to me, and it would, kind of nuzzle up against me.
She just walked right up to Miss Lily. They just connected and bonded so fast, and she was just very gentle with her, and when she was done, she just walked away like she was supposed to.
They kept having to try to get the horse to stand still, and ultimately what they ended up doing is completely changing the scene so that the horse does come to me and we do have a moment together where it kind of nuzzles me and I nuzzle it, instead of me just reaching out and touching this still beast.
Just keep working it, Evie. It's great. Say the line, Josh.
You know that horse, Freckles?
Let it go, Evie. Let it go. Turn, don't turn.
I do.
Something you normally don't see standing in the middle of a jungle. So visually, just as a person, I loved it. I thought that was beautiful.
She's just got a lot of personality, and I think being young that it actually works for her because she's really curious.
We got, I think, 2 takes that were just perfect, and then we moved on from there, and thankfully those takes were enough to feed the scene.
Paul was very, very decisive, knew what he wanted. We made all our days, which is a big thing in television, and it turned out really well. I really liked that episode a lot and very proud of it.